sincere condolences, I guess, to all of you, and we're all very saddened by the incident today, and we're glad that to be here, and yeah, I guess for me, it reiterates that life is very precious, and that as a union official, I think about that and think that given that we have this one precious life, what we're going to use it for. We're all union officials here, working to better our own lives, better the lives of our people in our country and our colleagues, our trade union colleagues globally. And so, yeah, it's gave me the opportunity to pause and think about what it is that we're trying to achieve. I'm here with solidarity greetings from 3 million workers in the Asia Pacific region who are in our trade union movement, who are affiliated to Uni Global Union Asia Pacific, and solidarity greetings from 20 million workers from around the world in Uni Global Union and in the Uni Global family, of which you're all a part. What Brother Anlock said about think global and act local, I can say that the work that you do and the work that we've done in both, that we'll speak about in this training, but also in the previous training, where we looked at all the work that you had done, all the work being done by the unions affiliated to Uni NLC. It is a testament to your commitment, to Uni NLC's commitment, Brother Shankar, to your commitment and the commitment of all the leadership within the Uni NLC to push, to organise, because if we're not organising, if we're not growing, then we're dying, and it's clear that Uni NLC shares that view, and it's one thing that we're all very proud of in Uni APRO, and I think Nepal is a great example for other countries in the region to follow. When it comes to global campaigns, there's a number of global campaigns that we're working on in the region. One is, and probably the largest global campaign that Uni is working on is Amazon. Amazon is one of the most, I would say, cancerous companies around, that they're integrating industries from top to bottom. They're destroy what were good jobs, if it's in the public sector, in logistics, in commerce, or what were relatively good jobs, are now being put on a platform, through the use of a platform, of being driven down to the lowest common denominator, to just the breadline, where someone will work or won't work, and people are being worked by algorithm faster and harder than ever. So that's our large global campaign. And there was some solidarity support from our brothers in Nepal for our Global Day of Action, which happened recently, and that campaign's ongoing in our region, particularly in India. There's organising work that's commenced, and there's also a political strategy globally and in our region to put pressure on Amazon as well. Other campaigns in our region, global campaigns for Fresenius in the care sector, India and in the Philippines. We're working to organise workers who are doing dialysis. So they're treating some of the, I guess, sickest people in society who need to have blood transfusions. But the way that Fresenius is doing that, again, leaves a lot to be desired, and so we're working to organise those workers as well. There's a number of other campaigns that are running, and I won't go into all of them, but I will mention quickly Teleperformance. A global agreement has now been signed with Teleperformance, which is the largest business process outsourcing company in the world. So call centres, effectively, people who are working on the phone, taking your calls, people who are doing various sort of business tasks. A global agreement for almost 500,000 workers in 84 countries has been signed by Uni with Teleperformance. guarantees 500,000 workers the right to trade union, company neutrality, the right to a dispute resolution clause. That means that if a dispute can't be resolved at a country level and is escalated, then there is binding arbitration. So lots of good things in that agreement. And a great example of what global unions can do when we all work together across various countries to advance working conditions and the lives of working people. The challenge that we face now is significant. Global capital is becoming more and more aggressive than I think even previously what global capital was. And it's the people who own the money, the capitalists who have the money, they're no longer based in one country, they're extra-national, they wouldn't even know what's going on at the bottom of the food chain at the end of that supply chain, who's working under how many times they've been subcontracted out. They have no idea, and they seemingly couldn't care. So now we are the only force, the trade union movement is the only force standing in the way of this further disintegration of wages and working conditions, and therefore it's the work that you're all doing is absolutely essential. Workplace democracy underpins democracy in society, and underpins and is one of the key institutions that underpins our democracy and strengthens our democracy. And where we have strong organised trade unions where people are earning good wages and conditions, then there's no room for, people aren't interested in racism or fascism or any of these other sort of cancerous ideas that start to emerge when people aren't paid properly, when there is no workplace democracy, when people are isolated and not speaking to one another and start getting funny ideas from the internet. Trade unionism is one of the things that underpins our democracy, and so that work now is more important than ever as we see society slowly disintegrate in all around the world. And I'm sure during this session we'll hear some examples from you about how that's going in Nepal and with the rise of the right, etc. For the training we're in today, for the training that we'll be doing over the next few days, effectively that training is vital and to sort of stay on the top of our game as organisers, to look at what we're doing, how we can improve, to learn from one another, to progress the issues that we're, the campaigns that we're undertaking and the issues that we're dealing with in the workplace, and look at how we can do our work most efficiently and make the best use of the resources that we have. And so, effectively, a key theme of the organising that will be, the training that we'll be doing is about how we can invite other people to join us in our movement, how we can grow our movement, how we can bring on people to take on leadership roles in the campaign, and how we can give them the skills to then pass their own skills that they learn from us onto the next person, and how we can grow our movement, which is fundamentally how we will win and how we will keep winning into the future. So I'm excited to be here for this training. It's good to see all of you. Thank you again to Union LC for hosting us. Thanks to Brother Shankar, Brother Alok, Brother Tilak, and to all of you. And I look forward to getting to know you more over the next few days, to hear about your campaigns and to working with you all. Thank you.